Welcome to Planting Seeds with Darlaina Rose. 100 days, 100 women, 100 interviews. Here we go. I'm so excited to be here with you again for episode 59. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So let me go ahead and make our uh, post public so I can see your comments on Facebook. And now I'm going to jump over to IG and go get my guest. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited for this guest tonight. She is amazing. Just like every other woman. I know I keep saying that. But she is definitely super dope, super talented. You guys are gonna see. Hold on. Here we go. Where is it? Right here. Checking my connection. All right, here we are. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Planting Seeds with Darlaina Rose. 100 women, 100 days, 100 interviews. And this day is just the same as every other one. Another amazing woman is going to be coming on again to share all of her amazingness. So she'll be jumping on any moment. Miss Tiffany Green. I can't wait for her to come on. She is, you're going to see. She is somebody that is helping women and men to get published. So she runs something called, let me get the name of it so I can make sure that I get it right. Hold on, let me pull up her thing. The name of her business is Black Writers Space. She is a literary wealth strategist. Literary wealth strategist. If you don't know, hey Bridget Yelder, how are you? I'm coming in live and direct from where am I? East Windsor, New Jersey, from the home of Dr. Loretta Long. oh, there's my guest. Let me go grab her. Oh my goodness. Miss Green. Listen, I hope y'all got some pencils and some papers. Because, hey, Miss Green, you look pretty. How are you? What's your shirt say?
Tommy.
Oh, Tommy. Okay, I'm just making sure when they say tomorrow is never promised or something like that. You know, I look on your page, and your page is lit. So let me tell y'all, if y'all haven't taken a moment to go over to Black Writer Space, to her Instagram page, y'all need to just go see. I went on there. First of all, it's aesthetically beautiful. Let me just say that. I love the colors, black and gold, is it? Or black and yellow? Black and gold.
Yeah.
Black and gold. Black gold. And when I tell you, just a bit beautiful. So y'all need to go over there. And then the other thing that I got when I go onto your page was all dropping honey.
Yes. Always dropping content.
Let me tell you, one of the things you just was like this, and I said, "Oh, let me press the volume, see what she's saying." And the first thing out her mouth was dead weight. Some of y'all need to let go of this dead weight. I said, "Oh, who's she talking to?"
Yes,
she's talking
to so many people that need that.
Yeah, so we thank you, sis, for just all of that. You know, we need to hear that. You know, sometimes, hey Lisa, you know, sometimes we are, you know, stuck in our own stuff and we don't even realize that a lot of things are happening. So when you do those types of call to actions, it's usually a call to action right at the time when you really need to hear it.
Yes.
So I just want to, talk about who you are for a moment, though. So I was definitely attracted to the name of your space, Black Writer Space. As a Black writer myself, I'm a published author. I have a best-selling book on Amazon, and I'm very. That wasn't an easy process. And
No.
so it's not an easy process to write a book. So tell us in Black Writer Space, what kind of services you provide in that space.
Okay, so for those that don't know me, my name is Tiffany A. Green Hood. I am the founder of Black Writer Space and owner of TA Media. What I do is I teach authors the business of publishing so that you are not just, publishing this book. And then once it's done, like she says, it's not always the easy process.
Mm-mm.
So you've went through all this and then now the book is published. Now what? You know what I'm saying?
That
After
part.
the book signing, now what? After the hoopla is over, ain't nobody else excited about it. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
So that's what I do.
Yeah. Well, we about to find out what we gonna do, what I gonna do. And I have the privilege tonight of coming live from the home of Dr. Loretta Long, who played Susan from Sesame Street. And yeah, she right here. She probably gonna come over here and do like this at some point. But she has multiple books, and that's what's happening. And her and I are co-authoring a book, and so we want to make sure that when we venture back into that space, that we don't do that.
Yes. We're gonna be right on your tail. Saying, what do we do now?
Yes.
How are you?
Yes. So
God bless you real
this
good.
is my personal celebrity
Awesome.
that I get to hang out, and the queen for sure. She is truly the queen mother, and so whenever I get a chance to sit at the wisdom of her feet, I absolutely do that. Dr. Loretta has been around the world a time or two, a little over 80 years young, and 50 years in broadcasting, an icon. And so so I get to hang out with her from time to time. So I'm just uber blessed in that way. And I like to share her a little bit sometimes. So that is amazing, because we absolutely need that. Bridget said, "Hey, Dr. Loretta." She said, "Hey."
Hey, evangelist.
Yes. Hey, evangelist, she said. Truly a blessing. So we just, we know that what you do is absolutely needed. Because it is a now what? Like I feel now what all day. Like I'm like, I should be selling way more books than this. I should be. And so you have definitely found a niche in that space, because there's book writing coaches, there's people that will help you get the book out and do all that kind of stuff. But once that part is done, it's like, there you go, you got your book, see you, girl. Mm-hmm. So absolutely, we need to know the business. We need to know how to keep it going, because it truly is a work of art. It's our work. It is very near and dear to our hearts. So having people like you is so important to keep it going. So I'm excited about that part, not because you just on the platform, because I know that we're going to be able to use your services going forward. So I'm really excited about that.
Utilize.
Yes. We talked about people using people. So we're not talking about using people. We're talking about utilizing people. There's a difference. So we had a whole big discussion about that. Let's see. As a publisher and editor, I can say it is so needed. Absolutely. So see, somebody else that's in the business can see where you can fit in and connect the dots, not in a competitive way, but in a cohesive way. So that is huge. And so this whole process here with Planting Seeds with Darlaina Rose, 100 women, 100 days, 100 interviews, all started because of Women's Month. I really just wanted to introduce the dope women in my network to the dope women in my network. And it has now taken on a life of its own. Miss Tiffany Green, you are episode 59. 59 days straight we've been at this thing, okay? and with some powerhouse of women, and you are no different than than any of these other women. All of you are powerhouses in your own right, have amazing things going on. And I know just by going to your page, I just learned so much just from that. So I'm so grateful for the work that you're doing. Hey, Marissa just popped up from Own It Publishing, has a magazine, helping me to launch my magazine. Amazing woman as well. Yes, we must have multiple streams. So she's one of those people. Also, so in the spirit of Women's Month, when you think about women in your life, are there any women that specifically inspire you in this moment?
Yes. Ooh. I would say my mother.
Yes, absolutely.
My mother always, that's like 24/7. That's a part of me waking up and breathing every day, aside from God.
Yes.
But my mother was a praying woman, for real. She didn't play with it. And so I understand that what I'm living in now is the results of her prayers. So I understand that. Aside from her, I would say I listen to Coach Stormy a lot.
Yeah, she's a good one.
There's several women that I follow.
Yes.
On social media, but with her, like sometimes you just need somebody to take the
edge off, because she edgy. Yeah, she
like,
edgy.
I'm not a pat on the back person.
Yeah.
Right? So I don't need a pat on the. I don't need nobody. I need somebody to give it to me straight. Boom. This what it is. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
So, but I follow several entrepreneurs across social media that are doing amazing jobs.
Yes.
That inspire me to keep going.
Yes.
Stay focused.
Yes.
You know, I don't see them as any type of competition, because we all hold our own lane. So
yes, I love it. I love it.
But number one, my mom, and then that is someone that I listen to every morning. Coach Stormy.
I love Coach Stormy. Coach Stormy is raw and real. Every day, all day, and that's her. Right, that's her. It. Yes,
if you're a little weak, she might not be for you.
Yeah, she definitely ain't for you. So tell me, I hear this little Southern twinge in your voice. Where are you from?
I'm from
Chicago, Midwest.
Originally, I'm from Chicago. I am in Texas now.
Okay.
But I'm from Chicago.
I love it. Also, in the spirit of Women's Month, when you think about the women in leadership that you spoke about, what do you think the most important qualities for women in leadership would be?
Is knowing how to collaborate and partner. Knowing how to collaborate and partner. Period. Like once you X out the competition thing, then it's what can we come together and do even bigger.
Yes, I love that.
Not worried about you wear more name brand clothes than I do, or your house is bigger than mine, or just when you X all that out. What can we come together
and do
and create? That's going to leave a lasting evidence on earth.
Absolutely. Oh, I love that. What's your favorite thing about being a woman?
Me? Yeah. I don't know. Everything. Beauty. It took me a while to, like, I'm gonna say within the last 4 years, maybe. I just 4 years ago came into the discovery of how beautiful I am.
Ooh.
Just me, how I'm wired.
Yes.
How I'm made up. Everything about me, my personality, without all the makeup.
Yes.
With the makeup, it's a plus.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But without the weave, without the makeup, just me, period. And how I can create things from nothing, the gifts that God placed in me, like things that were already there on me, on my bloodline. Now, we always talk about the bad stuff. I'm talking about the amazing things that were placed on me and in me.
Yes.
That I just realized all this stuff maybe 4 years ago.
Wow.
So I would say realizing how amazing I am authentically.
Yes, I love that. Hey, Faith, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are watching on Facebook or on YouTube, absolutely tune in to Instagram so you can see my guest's beautiful face. I'm so excited to speak with Miss Tiffany Green of Black Writer Space. She is amazing, y'all. Y'all need to definitely go to her page. Listen. Also, when you think about the time that we are living in right now, are there any assumptions about women that you'd like to change, and why?
Just you know what? Just the assumption that everybody is not against you. Even if they're a different color than you.
Yes.
Period. This is a great time to be Black, and I love being Black, but it doesn't mean that you only have to connect with those of your color. Nothing wrong with it if that's what you want to do.
Yes.
But I just think that it's an amazing thing to have some diversity in your life.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Especially in business.
Especially in business, because money is green. The people don't always have to be, though. So, yeah. What do you think will be the biggest challenge for the women, the generation of women that's coming up behind you?
What would be their challenge?
Yes.
I think it differs depending on how they're being raised.
Yes.
Because the new generation is not, they really don't have a lot of, currently, a lot of households don't have what they really need for, having a peaceful, good life.
Yeah.
It's so many of the young generation coming up, and you see it across social media. You see the little kids with their pants hanging down, and they got them on the reels.
Yes.
With all the music with the cussing in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I don't like that, and now I have a granddaughter. I have 3 grandsons, and now I have a granddaughter.
Wow.
And so so that is a big concern of mine. That that's the part I don't like about being a grandmother, is that you don't have any control.
Yes.
My control is in prayer. Like
Yes, absolutely. That is it. That is it. That is it.
Yeah, so
that is truly it. I also have grown children, and we all like to think that our kids would make great choices all the time, and sometimes they don't. And so the same way that you said your mother prayed for you, I pray for my kids every day. I pray for them. I literally had to come to a conclusion where I'm not sure where it says in the Bible, but it's something about kiss them on the cheek and give them back to God. Yeah, that's what I had to do, because it'll
you'll be stressed out.
Yes, absolutely, completely stressed out. And so we stay as the praying people in their lives, covering their day to day and all of that. And I see the evidence in my children of the fact that I pray for them. Faith said, "I'm going to follow her right now." She said, "Right now, not now, not right now, but not now, but right now." Oh my goodness. I'm so grateful for your words, such full of wisdom. So now let's slide on back to this Black Writer Space. I'm so elated about what you do. Faith said, "That's a powerful word." Yes, it is. One of the things that I came across when I was on your page this morning, like first thing, butt crack of dawn, I was up. I was like, "Oh, we got Tiffany Green. Let me go and see and make sure I got her, make sure we got the flyer and this and that." And so I go on your page, and like I said, I was scrolling down, and then I see you saying like this, and I said, "Oh, what's she saying?" And the first thing I heard out your mouth was dead weight.
Yes.
Tell us about this, what you were talking about in that.
So I love everything literary. I love books. I love publishing.
Yes.
But aside from that, I love empowering people.
Yes.
About just life situations. And I'm so strong. I have such a strong opinion about that, because I dealt with that for most of my life.
Yes.
I dealt with holding on to people, and they were dead weight. People, places, and things, and it's just like, but 80% of that people. Most of the time, it's people. Yeah. We can't launch the business because we holding on to people. Yeah. We're hanging out with the wrong people. Yeah. And I just want people to get that. Like every time I do one of those messages, it's gonna always come up. Because most of the time, the reason you haven't stepped out on whatever it is you're supposed to be doing, it may not be a book. It could be a business. It could be building a brand. It could be a clothing line. Anything. Everybody got something that they want to do. Yes, right? Yes. Now, you do have people, now let me just say this. You do have people who don't have nothing that they want to do. And they sitting around doing nothing. But guess what? This is the dead weight that you attach to. These are folks you hanging around every day. And they might be family. They might be best friends from 30, 40 years. And you just holding on to that best friend title, right? So you want to be loyal, but you being loyal to something that's holding your life hostage. And until you break away, I'm telling you what I know. Until you break away. I was hanging with this chick for some years. And I considered her my friend. Yes. And every time I talked about what I wanted to do, let me tell you something. Tiffany didn't wake up and realize all this stuff she had in her until a couple of years ago. Literally. Now, I started photography. I'm also a professional photographer since 2006. Ooh. I did start that in 2006, but we're talking about back in like when my kids were little. So we're talking about like 96, 97, 98, 99, 2000-ish. I knew that I wanted, at the time, I wanted my own hair salon. I wanted my own hair salon, and it was something else. And I would just talk about this. I had no idea how to do none of it. We ain't had no internet. We didn't have no Facebook. We ain't had none of that stuff. So I wasn't around nobody talking about stuff like this. I just knew it was something I wanted, right? You would see, when you go get your hair done there, you see they got shot. But none of this stuff. I ain't know how to do none of this. But I would talk about it and I would say it. And every time I would open my mouth and say about something I wanted to do, she would always say something negative about it. Oh, you just won't. One day she told me, I tell the story all the time. You just want stuff better than I do. Huh? What kind of statement is that? Is that a word? Okay. And I was like, what? She's like, you want the you want your own business, you want a husband, you want the house and the white pit. Yeah, I do, because I feel like I deserve that. Yes. But I wasn't strong enough to know, hey, get up away from her. Stop having these conversations around her, because what she's doing is she's stepping on. Every time you speak out what you want, she's stepping on it. Because she didn't want nothing. But yet she working this job. She was on one of the city jobs in Indiana, and she working this job every day, and she coming home miserable, right? And she didn't have no goals. So there are people that you're connected to that don't have any goals, right? Yes. So what you need to do is you need to get rid of that dead weight. That's dead weight. I don't care if it's mom. Now you can't, we can't literally make people not related to us anymore. I get that, right? Because some people use that as an excuse. Oh, but that's my sister. But that's my best friend. But and I'm a B. And so what you're going to be is you're going to be steady broke with them. Because what's going to happen is when you go off and you do what it is that you do, like I have a whole brother. We're siblings. Come on. Raised in the same household. My parents was married for 35 years. My mom and dad in 2005, okay? And my brother hates my guts. You know why? Wow. Because I'm doing something with my life. I'm doing something with my 24 hours. He chose not to. Yeah. Okay. And so he's pissed off at me for that reason. I've done nothing to this. Listen, nothing. But you have to distance yourself. You have to get to a point to where you get around some folks who want the same thing you want. Even the people who are already way ahead of you. Right? Yeah. Get on YouTube. Listen to this stuff. Turn it on. It's free. On my timeline, baby, in the morning, it ain't never happy till it's on live. I be having to miss one so I can listen to the other one. Yes. Another guy, he's not a woman, but I listen to Stormy and I listen to I Am Ash Cash. If you want some inspiration early in the morning, he's live every single morning. So that dead weight that I'm talking about, y'all. is people, most of the time, it's people that you refuse to let go of, right? Mm-hmm. And you're sitting there and you're telling them your dreams and you're wasting your time. Yes. Because here's what happened to me. And I know it happened to people a lot. Yeah. And I think they just don't be strong enough, because I still hang up with her for some years. Mm-hmm. And I was always the person who want to reach back out and stay in contact with people.
Yes.
About 3 years ago, I was trying to reach out to her. I had ran into her son on Instagram. And I was like, where's your mom? Tell your mom to call me. Tell your mom to call me. Didn't hit me, right? And so she never did. He was like, oh, she working 2 jobs. She always working 2 or 3 jobs. Always. Still broke, still complaining, right? And so something in my spirit told me I was going to see her. I did. I was at the mall having lunch with a friend of mine who's a very popular author. And we were waiting to be seated. And so we were just walking around the mall. Boom. Who walks in? Her and her mama. And they both got the same mindset. And I'm just standing there like, do you know how long I've been trying to get in contact with you? And she acting like she don't hear nothing I'm saying, right? And so we talked this and that, and they want to know about the kids. It had been so long since I had seen or talked to her. And so once we walked away, she gave me her number, this and that. And once we walked away, they walked away. I opened my phone and I clicked delete. Because only then in that moment is when I got the revelation that I'm not supposed to be going backwards.
Yes.
She didn't call me because she wasn't supposed to.
Yes.
Okay? And when I seen her, all I see is stress and miserable, like just miserable in her face. She had bags under her eyes. She only a few years older than me. You know what I'm saying?
Just
you
a whole life.
Living the same life that you was living back then, right? But every time I said, I want my own hair salon, I want to do that. My cousin did that. She said, it's too much. It's too many bills. I don't want. You didn't want to do nothing. I didn't know I was around these type of people.
Oh my God. The so comments is going. Yes, honey. Okay. Tiffany is wide awake. Wide awake. Miss
we got nothing to talk about.
Miss Yana Bean.
My phone.
Yeah.
I already know the kind of conversations, you know what I'm saying? And what I learned the other day, somebody said it, is that the doors are open for you. But here's the deal. The door is open for you. You trying to bring all these people with you, and they can't fit in. It ain't for them to get through the door. It's just for you. So you got to go through this door by yourself and go and do what you're going to do. If they get inspired and maybe one day want to fulfill their own dreams, great. If they don't, that's great too. But you go ahead so you don't miss out. That's all.
Oh my God. Listen, Faith says, wow, I can relate. You are so worth it. Come on now, speak this power.
Yes.
When Abraham was called out, God said, don't take a lot with you. Yes. We died to take too much with us.
Yes. She said, come on now, relatives and family.
That's that weight.
Yep.
That weight. You can go back to the day of weight.
Yes.
And so you're trying to carry. Remember, what's her name? The bag lady? What's her name to make that song?
Oh, Erykah Badu. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what she's talking about.
Yes. Bridget said relatives and family are two totally different things. She said, glad I chose my family, and she can relate too. And then Faith said, I can definitely relate. I learned how to cut excess weight that the Lord, and I learned the hard way. She said excess weight that you talking about this. She said the Lord taught her and she learned the hard way. And so she said, come on, sis, drop those jewels, speak on it. They just dropping all it, because you definitely dropped a whole bunch of them. I hope people was listening. I hope they was taking notes, because truly, go make some changes now. Let that dead weight go. And everybody can't go with you. And it take a long time for some of us to realize that everybody can't go with you. You know, they say God look out for babies and fools. Sometimes we just foolish. And God's just like, oh, Lord.
And it's a lot of grown folks.
Grown fools.
Just because you 50 years old don't mean you small. I need to be taking your advice.
Exactly. Oh my God, Tiffany. I got so much just from that. So is there anything else that
we didn't get to talk about publishing?
So-
I know you wanted me to drop some things about publishing.
Yes, please, please, please. So my people love us, and so they want to hear it. So please, look, Faith said, "Babies and fools." Yes, Lord. So tell us about that publishing process and how you come in and make it different than what people are used to.
So there are book coaches out here who will walk you through the process of actually writing the book. That's really not my lane.
Okay.
My lane is more of the publishing process. So you have traditional publishing, and then you have self-publishing, and then you have there's another one. It's self-publishing, and it is I can't think of the name of it. But one is just for the difference between the self-publishing and the other one. It just means that you are self-publishing, you're doing everything on your own.
Yes.
And then there's another publishing. It's still in the self-publishing lane, but where you hire someone like me to do all your production for you.
Okay.
And that means that you're still self-publishing, but I'm doing the work for you.
Got you.
But here's the deal. So what makes me different is that you mentioned something when we first got on. You mentioned about how you should be selling more books, right?
Yes.
And so what typically always happens with us is that we publish the books. We have the book signing. A lot of times, the first thing that authors, where they go wrong at, is keeping the book a secret until it's release day. Big mistake. And what pisses me off is that they get in these workshops and these classes and these different things, and they got certain coaches and publishers telling them, don't do anything with the book until you're finished writing it. That's a whole lie from the pit of hell. Okay? So if anybody tell you that,
okay,
no, Tiffany said that, no, go research it. Okay? You look him. She just put her book on pre-order. I don't know if she did it today, but it's on pre-order right now. The Joker ain't released until November. Okay?
Ooh.
Don't wait until, I don't care if you're still writing it or not. If you you need a plan. Don't think you have to have a business plan, and you don't have to have a business plan for your book. You need a business plan for your book. You need to know, how am I going to market this? Who am I marketing to? Who does my book speak to? I'm so sick of authors telling me their book is for anybody that read. That's the whole lot.
Yeah, you see these responses a whole lot.
Anybody that read.
Yeah.
When I go on Amazon, it's specific books I want to read.
Yeah.
If you got a book about sci-fi, I don't want to read that.
Yeah.
That's not what I like to read. So you have to know, because I think what a lot of times what we do in the Black community, if I can say that,
yes, you can.
We start a business, or we create a product, and we try to sell it to any and everybody. And they go, and we've been told so much. Girl, we're gonna have to do a part 2.
Yes.
Because we have been told so much wrong information. And I touched on a lot of this stuff in my lives. And I have people that know me, that friends. I don't go on your lives because I ain't trying to publish no book. You don't even know what I do for real. Yeah. Because I'm so much more than just talking about a book. Yes. I'm teaching you about business and branding and your message.
Yes.
And so why people are not selling books is because, number one, they don't know who their book is for. Okay? So you have to know who your book is for and who you are serving, right? Yes. And so then you got to show up. Too many of us don't want to go live. We're not spending the time and taking the time to show up and allow the people who are for us to build a relationship with us. When I go live, right, they're able to sit and it's like right now we having lunch.
Yes.
Together.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Or we having not lunch. We having dinner together right now.
Yes.
Right? And so you're able to talk to me in real time. You're able to ask questions and this and that. And then you're able to go click on my link, right? Once you get to know me enough to trust me, and then reach out for services, then you get to click on my link, and then you get to schedule a one-on-one with me. You know what I'm saying? Or pick my brain session, whatever it is that you need. Yeah. And so then you're able to get done what it is that you need to get done.
Oh, they loving that.
We're making a mistake of waiting too late to announce the book, right? Okay. To put it out there. So we start marketing. You need at least 90 days. I hope y'all writing this down.
Yes.
90 days of marketing.
Okay.
You need marketing and promo, and you need to examine every avenue. You don't need to just be saying, "Oh, I'm just gonna post on Facebook." So many times I see black authors just posting, back to back. They're just posting a book. Got my book. I'm not buying your book.
Yeah. I don't know you.
What is the book about?
Yeah.
Come from behind the phone. Get on live. I don't really like how I look. My eye looks funny. Go do something about it. Put some makeup on. Get cute.
Yeah. Get you some glasses. Yes.
My hair was up, my real hair. No wig or nothing. No makeup, nothing. And this one night, I want to go live. And I had folks on there. I think I had like 12 people on there. That was a lot. You know what I'm saying? Come from behind that phone. Get on here and let people know who you are.
Yes.
And yes, it's repetitive, but not the repetitive of you're just posting the book. Yes. The repetitive of you see me here, you see me there. I'm always putting stuff in my stories and then the content. That's the magical thing.
Yeah.
The content, information. What makes me the expert? What makes you think that I know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Is when I'm hitting your pain points.
Yes.
Because I'm talking about the issues that you have and you need answers to.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And then once I started working with people, by the way, I started my publishing company. I started Black Writer Space 2007. Had a little network on Ning.com. If anybody been on the internet for a long time, you're familiar with Ning.com. It's still up. Wow. And so I had like 500 authors on there. And I didn't know what I had at the time.
Yes.
And so I ended up losing it. And so, but I've just always been Black Writer Space. So I'm all across the board, Twitter, YouTube, Periscope. The videos are still up there. You can still click on Periscope. The site is not down. You're like, oh, I found Periscope. It's still
going, yeah.
You can't click and go live, but I believe you can go live on Twitter. It's the same company.
Yes.
But look, I started this business because I moved to he was my boyfriend at the time, to Atlanta. Mm. Crazy. We didn't have no plan. And I started going live. I couldn't find a decent job down there. I'm talking about it was horrible. The worst experience in the South for me. I was like, ugh. And so I started going live on Periscope. If you look on my YouTube right now, it's videos on there when I'm sitting on the balcony. And look, the central air units was on the balcony. So if somebody decided to turn their air on while I was live, I had all this noise. The videos is still up there, y'all. But I started going live. This is what y'all tripped me out with this. I went live, but didn't nobody come on there. So you know how many days I was on there talking to myself?
Yep.
And then having one person and two people, and then having trolls. So then having real people.
Yep.
I did grow to 2,700 followers on Periscope. It's over 200 videos over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to go look.
I didn't have no income coming in. I couldn't get no unemployment because I had already, I don't know. I didn't get no unemployment. I quit my job when I left, whatever.
Yeah.
I was going live.
Yeah.
Not knowing I didn't have no income, y'all. And so I went from on there, going live, talking to myself, to then real folks coming on there, to then I think I started charging $500 was my price. My first client was Mario Gibbons. He was actually my first book that I published for someone else. But we did that before I moved to Atlanta. And so he's on his fourth book. We can ready to do his fifth book. That's my business partner.
He said, Tiffany is so dope.
Black Writer Space since 2011, I think it was.
Yes.
We did a radio show, all that stuff. And so I had my first client was the coaching. I really didn't have to do anything. He had I just really coached him through. He had a children's book. Oh, he did so well. He had a plan already mapped out. But when we come with this and then you got people telling you got people filling your head with, oh man, oh shoot, she went through this and that. Shoot, that's a good book. Everybody about that. Stop listening to them lies. Stop. And I'm not saying nobody's gonna buy the book.
Yes.
I'm saying stop getting geeked up because everybody's telling you need to write a book. what you need to do if you really want to write your story and you want it to be successful, you're going to have to do the work. And if you don't do the work, you need to hire somebody that can do the work for you.
Yes.
Okay. So there's free on the page. There's content on the page. There's free on Google. There's content on Google. There is free on blogs. It's free everywhere. It's free on YouTube. Yeah. But when you come to someone, be prepared to invest with money.
Yes.
That's another thing. Some folks don't want to pay. They want free everything. You can get so much. You can get a lot with free.
Yeah.
But it comes a time.
Yeah.
When it's time to invest.
Yes.
Some things, and I don't want to take up all your time, but it's
good. Listen, it's so good. It's so good. And while you know we're here, like I've had people, like the people still here. They want to hear it, so we're gonna let them hear it. You know, Dr. Loretta and I are in a space where we are writing a book in this moment. And so it is so divine that we have Tiffany Green of Black Writer Space here in this moment, so that
to tell us what to do.
Tell
us what to do.
So if you're in the process of writing, you need to get the cover done so you can start advertising the book.
Okay.
Once you put the book on sale, you need a solid release date, realistic release date. Don't push yourself to do too much.
Got you.
If you know you got a whole lot going on, you can schedule the book to release in January. It's cool.
Yeah. That's so good. Right. That's so good. That's so good. So
once you set that release date and you put it on sale, folks start paying you for this book. Now you know you got to keep your word.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
So that's a major right there.
Absolutely.
Advertise. You have to advertise. There's so many different ways to advertise.
Well, I think we should schedule like a workshop or something. There's so many writers, so many authors that I know who have written books, and they really just kind of chilling on the nightstand or chilling in the box. Like I got a whole box of books at my house, and when people come by, I just sign them and give them to them.
Yeah. Sometimes people they get discouraged because like some of them they forget they even wrote a book. I know people who they forget too, because you gotta get that money for them books.
And
sometimes you need, and then a lot of authors they need a redesigned cover.
Yeah,
a lot of authors got sad looking covers and they look broke and cheap. You don't want that.
Yeah. My one of my friends was like, I don't understand why you don't got money because you got a book. I said, well, I don't understand why I don't got money either because I got a book.
So it's time to get some strategies going and set a plan and put that work in because there's money out here.
Yes.
It's even so many authors that self-publishing where they selling their books in bulk.
Yeah. Dr. Loretta,
them to come speak and they not paying them, but they saying, "Oh, we about X amount of your books."
I'm selling mine in bulk.
Yeah, Dr. Loretta has done that multiple times.
And they have to buy my book if they want me to speak. That's part of the deal.
Yes, she already.
They can give the books away, but they got to buy them from me.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh
my!
Authors, they're not. You should be able to create 5 to 7 income streams from your book. Period. And now I'm in the season myself because I help so many people. My stuff, I wasn't focused on my stuff this season. Oh no.
Yeah,
I got such clients and all that. A lot of them on here, but I'm working on my own stuff as well. But I realized that you don't even have to write a book to put out a book product. Don't have to write.
We getting on the schedule.
There are journals, there are planners, there are
we got a schedule.
Journals and planners.
Yeah.
And people buy.
Yeah, I wrote I have a gratitude journal. I have a assessments.
You ain't selling no.
Inspiration. I have one that's called assessments and affirmations. I'm not selling none of that. So
is it in distribution?
In our book?
No. I wrote it, I put it together, and I gave it away to my friends at a workshop that I did. But it's
you created a free product.
Yeah, that's what she said. You created a free product. So we just gonna get on your schedule ASAP. And we're gonna get us a plan.
Gratitude, yes.
Yeah, we're gonna get us a plan ASAP because I'm moving to Atlanta and my rent is high.
Yeah.
So
and see the thing about
I like the next 90 days. I like the next 90 days. I like the way that sounds.
Yeah, I like the way that sounds too. Yeah, 90 days.
Waking up with money in your account, making money in your sleep.
Yeah,
that's what I'm on.
That sounds
and that's what books will do for you.
Ooh.
If you marketing them right and you steady getting in front of people, that is what books will do for you.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you.
You got books and services.
I do.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And other digital products.
Well, look at these two faces together. Aren't we somebody to love?
Yeah.
The next 90 days. I like the way that sounds. Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah. Okay.
It's very possible.
Excellent.
Our book is Don't Retire, Refire. It's not too late. Dreams don't have an expiration date. We know who our niche market is.
All right.
Because there's so many people who think life is passing them by. And we're talking about the ones that we don't want to take with us, but we need to go pick up the ones that need to go with us.
Yes.
Amen.
Amen. Yeah. Dr. Loretta talks a lot about ageism in the TV industry and film industry. And so it's not that you're retired, you just get written out of the script when you get a certain age. And
you don't get screen time.
You don't get no more screen time. And she talked about, how people ask her questions like, oh, are you retired? When they ask her, is she retired? I take cover. Because that's not a word you're going to say out your mouth to her.
Right,
retire. And that's where that whole thing, don't retire, refire comes from, because she's been saying that for the years that I've been knowing her. She's been saying that. And when people start talking about they too old and they too this, oh man, listen, I just get under the table and just take cover, because I know she about to come with guns blazing, because they done told her that she retired or she should be retired or whatever. They just done crossed the line talking about she 82 years young and she should be, all this. Oh my goodness. So yeah, she got a lot to say, and she is excited to be in front of people to be able to tell that part of the story. She wants to do podcasts, and she turned her house into a whole studio here in New Jersey. This is now
Retire, don't fight. That's her.
It is
to trademark that. Is it trademarked?
It's
in the works right now.
Process.
It's in the process right now, she said.
Okay.
Don't retire, refire.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Dreams, it's not too late. Dreams don't have an expiration date.
Yes, that's a trademark. Yes,
yeah, yes.
Trademark that main.
Yeah, the main one. Okay.
Yes,
all right. But we talking to you this week. When I get off the phone, I'm going on your thing. we just gonna get on, and we gonna do some kind of conference, something or another, and we gonna be on.
I have a Pick My Brain session. It's 147 right now.
Okay.
And that is where you get on a Zoom with me, a private Zoom, and pick my brain.
Okay.
So you want to have your notebook and your pen ready, because I'm giving it all.
All right.
Well, I don't want to pick your brain.
That's for 1
I
hour.
want us to use your brain.
She says she don't want to pick your brain. She want to use your brain. Okay. She said that's cool too. Well, Miss Tiffany Green, I thank you so much. You are filled with such a vast amount of energy in this space. And so many people have no clue. We become authors and writers and all this, and we got more to write and more to tell. See, I tell people all the time, my book is what's the way to put it? It is my book is I called it, what did I call it? I called it the white bread version. But there is a Negro version.
Okay.
And so that story has not been told. So there needs to be part 2 and maybe part 3 or maybe a series. I don't know.
Right. And stop giving them away.
Yeah, I won't.
When I give away books, I give to like women's shelters and things like that.
Okay.
But because there's nothing wrong with giving it away. But You
Yeah.
want to have a plan for selling,
Yes.
and then a plan for nonprofit.
Got you. Well, honey, if y'all didn't hear it tonight, I don't know where you was at, because listen, send this IGTV out to anybody who is an author so that they can hear these gems, like reshare, replay it, listen to it again. I'm definitely going to listen to it again, and I'm going to go to your YouTube, and I'm going to go to your Periscope, and I'm going to schedule a session. All of the above. So absolutely, I am so grateful for you. Thank you for the work that you do. It is very much needed. You know, a lot of us are out here blindly thinking we know what we're doing, and we have not a clue. And so you truly shed a light on how much in the dark we really are. So thank you for that. So tell people how they can get with you. Do you have, is everything connected to Black Writer Space?
Yes, my handle across the internet is Black Writer Space.
Okay.
I'm most active on Instagram and Twitter.
Okay.
And then, like I said, I have over 200 videos on Periscope. I am now getting ready to really focus in on my YouTube channel. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you want to go and subscribe to that.
Yes.
And then I'm also on Clubhouse. And I have a Clubhouse. I have a club on Clubhouse. I'm under Black Writer Space on Clubhouse. Okay, yes. If you have an iPhone and you are not on Clubhouse, shame on you.
So Dr. Loretta on.
We're on it.
Dr. Loretta on Clubhouse.
You are too? Awesome.
Yes, yes, yes.
So, yeah, I'm under Black Writer Space there.
Okay.
And then I have a club on there called Published in Black. That is something that I'm rolling out.
Ooh.
It's going to be a magazine for Black authors. So,
I'm up in there. I'm up in there. Listen, Bridget said, I'm on it. She on it. We own it. My network is on it. And any of my network that I know that are authors, I'm definitely going to put them on to you. I'm definitely going to shout you out a few more million times so that people will know. I'm going to keep sharing the stuff that I saw on your page. I'm going to keep doing that because it is needed across the board. I know too many authors that don't have what they need. They go do all that hard work and write these amazing books and nobody knows. Yeah. So,
and let me say this before we go. This will be something I will leave them with. People always say, go do your research. I understand that a lot of times you don't know where to research or what to research sometimes.
Yes.
But I'm going to tell y'all this. When you Google self-publishing packages, stop giving y'all money to Author House, Exilibris, iUniverse, all those companies that have them packages that pop up. They're not for you. Mm-hmm. They have you pay money up front and they still have you sign a contract and you're giving away 90% of your royalties. Mm-hmm. It says that you're going to get 10%. You're really getting way less than that. Mm-hmm. And they have you locked in all separate type of ways. You can only print with them. They charge you 3 times the amount that your book really costs. If your book is 100 pages, that's really a $2 and some change.
Yeah, mine was $3.82.
Stay away from them companies, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're right, absolutely.
I get the authors that have already spent money with them.
Yeah.
And then they get to me. And I had a lady, she spent $6,000.
And they're so disappointed then. They're so disappointed.
She said she only had received $75, and it had been 3 years since she only received $75 royalty check from them. So she came to me, she invested, she was like in her 60s. My publishing package at the time was $3,000. She invested $3,000 into republished her book. Mm-hmm. Y'all should have seen her book. It was no concept, no nothing. Plain black cover, white writing. It was crazy. The title was off. We retitled, redesigned the cover, republished everything in her name. Mm-hmm. She still had amazing global distribution, but now she can collect all her own money.
Amen.
When you give with them, you're giving away so much. I'm not understanding why these celebrities that have money, Michelle Obama, I'm not understanding why they keep giving these publishing companies all this money.
Yeah.
And they have money to hire a little team.
Yeah, well, we just know better, but we will. We're going to do better. If you knew better, you'd do better. That's what Maya Angelou said. We're going to do better.
Yes.
Anybody that's thinking about publishing and they've been searching, you've been seeing them companies, if you're talking to them.
The search has ended. We found you.
Yes.
That is definitely a slavery set up. And we left slavery years ago, so we, still some things going on, but we coming up out of that. We counting our own coins. We collecting your royalties should be dropping into your own bank account.
I love it.
And stop being mad at Amazon. A lot of Black authors be talking, I'm that book on Amazon. You better, audience.
Yeah. I definitely left my book up. There was other people who went and took my book and was selling my book too. So somebody was selling my book for $600. I was cracking up. I said, all right now. But Bridget said, Bridget said she started her business in publishing to help people who got screwed by companies like them. And so I'm certain that
I preach against that all the time.
Yes, I'm certain that you and Bridget could probably come up with some kind of way to help, because Bridget has a whole army of authors. And so maybe you two together can help them to come up with a plan and, really get these books out there the way they need to be. So I'm so grateful. I'm just so grateful. I don't even know what to do. Like, I just, sometimes you be praying and asking God for stuff like.
This was a divine appointment.
Divine appointment. And so this divine appointment, we absolutely accept. We thank you so much for being here. This is not the last you're going to hear of us or from us, because
we're praying women also.
Yes, we are absolutely praying women. We prayed before we even got on here. So absolutely, we're going to share you with our network. And so anybody, yes, Black Moms Really BC. Yeah, you better go back and watch the replay. Soon as I'm done on here, I'm going to post it to IGTV and you'll be able to go back and watch it. Absolutely go back and watch it. Don't miss it. Thank you guys so much for being here. We will be back here tomorrow with episode 60. 60 days in a row, 60 days straight. Yes, beautiful interview, Queen, for sure.
Thank you.
Yes, we will be back here tomorrow, same time, same station, for another amazing women doing amazing things. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for hanging out overtime. We appreciate you. Have an amazing rest of your night. Thank you, guys. Bye for now.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Bye. Oh, we keeping her.